Hey, good evening. Welcome to the, oh my gosh, August 16th school committee meeting. It's August. Wow. I'm going to do attendance and then we'll go through our agenda here. Mr. Conroy is not available, but so I am in charge here. I'm here. Shayna Canestrari.
Here.
Denise Gibbons.
Here.
And our newest member who's volunteered, Sean Powers.
Here.
So Sean has joined us for this for the next couple of months, volunteered. We appreciate you stepping up and volunteering and hope you can kind of jump right in and enjoy all the crazy that we are about to endure. Okay, so just real quick, this meeting is being recorded and can be viewed on Mondays at 7 p.m. on Comcast Channel 8 or Verizon Channel 37. All meeting videos are also posted on the Millis Public Schools website under School Committee. All videos are also available on YouTube. All school committee meeting minutes and agendas can be found on the school committee page of the Millis Public Schools website. Persons wishing to speak during open session must sign in before the meeting starts. Comments are not to exceed 3 minutes in time. Individuals may not name students, staff, or parents. All topics for discussion must be limited to those items listed on this evening's agenda, and all comments must be directed to the chair. The committee may not respond to public comments. It shall be their decision to discuss issues at a later date. All times are approximate. I don't think anyone is signed in for open session. Anyone signed in for open session? All right, so we will move right on to our action items, which is to consider a bus lease.
And I think that's my cue.
That's
your
your
cue,
cue,
Greg.
Mr. Wigan.
Say that again.
That
You're
is your
up.
cue.
Okay, it's hard without headphones, so bear with me. So I'm going far away. The school committee, I guess at this point I can say the previous school committee approved a lease for 6 buses, which I thought was correct at the time. Fortunately, the town did check things, and the math I thought I had done correctly, and the math I think that we all thought was correct for 6 buses, was incorrect, and it was incorrect in part due to a typo and due in fact to the part that I didn't recheck the calculation. So, it is on me. So I went back to the company that we're leasing buses from, which we have leased buses from before, and probably at least 3 times before, Nets Leasing. It's New England Transit Company. And I said, can you redo the lease for 3 of the buses? And they said yes, but when they redid the lease for 3 buses, the initial lease came $15,000 over. So I said, can you redo the lease again for those 3 buses, but make it fit our budget? And so we worked together, and in fact, the lease before you tonight does fit the budget that was approved at town meeting, so that the 2 Thomas buses, which are on a separate lease, and that's because they're Thomas buses, came in at $55,890. The 3 buses for you tonight are in a modified lease that will be at $67,031. And so that will give us our 5 of our 6 buses. Now, I will warn you all that I intend to propose, you may not agree, and certainly the town may not agree this fall, depending on the status and situation, to try and get a 6th bus. Because right now we would be down a bus. Now, the other side of that coin is our fleet is probably the youngest it has been in 10 years, which is a good thing. Means less repairs, means more reliability of the 8 buses that we have. And we certainly have enough buses to open school with this lease being approved. And on that note, I guess I would answer any questions.
Okay, so just to clarify, we thought we were getting 6 buses, but the numbers came back and it's only 5?
Essentially, yes.
Okay. But we need the 6th bus, or we should have the 6th bus?
We normally buy 6 buses. Now, again, to understand what has happened, and this would happened in the spring. This is not a surprise to anyone. 2 things have happened. Buses have gone up dramatically in price,
Sure.
and interest rates have gone up dramatically. So those are 2 factors that are increasing things. One of the reasons we went with New England Transit again, we were considering another company, is that New England Transit promised us, and in fact has delivered, 5 of the 6 buses to be ready for the opening of school. Other companies could not guarantee that we would have buses until December, and our lease was up, so we would not have enough buses to open school if we went with another vendor up as well. But New England Transit has served the district well over the years, and you know, I'm certainly comfortable dealing with them.
So when we went out to bid for the bus leases for 6 buses, the price that we have now.
This is a hot price. These are good prices.
No, I know. I'm just kind of trying to clarify that, like, we asked for 6 buses, but because the cost increased, we're only able to get 5 buses with the money we've allotted.
Well, I think I'd say it differently.
Okay, yeah.
Because I did not correct the error back in April, I think it was. The number that was put on the warrant was not enough to get 6 buses. It's my fault.
Okay.
I made an error.
I will say at the time, though, back in April, with the pricing, we didn't know whether we would be able to get 4, 5, or 6 for that cost.
Okay, so we put a number out thinking that we would get a some number of buses, but we weren't sure. It turns out now we can get 5, which have been delivered from this company,
Correct.
and we just need to approve the money.
Correct.
Okay. Just trying to clarify for those new folks out there listening to our.
And
full
to
podcast.
clarify, Mr. Wigan, when school starts, will we have enough buses for the opening of school?
Yes.
That's important.
All right. Any other questions? Anyone else have any clarifying questions or curiosities for Terry and Bob? Okay, I'll take a motion.
Madam Chair,
Ms. Gibbons.
I make a motion to approve the lease for 3 Freightliner buses for an annual cost of $67,031 to go with a previously approved lease of $55,890 annually for 2 Thomas buses for a combined annual cost of $122,921 or $614,605 over 5 years with NET Leasing Corporation. These approvals supersede any prior bus lease approvals. The Director of School Finance and Human Resources is authorized to sign the aforementioned lease.
I second the motion.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Thanks for writing it out for us, Terry.
Yeah, thank you.
I try.
You're excellent. Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries.
Very much, both for the meeting and the approval.
Of course. Oh, we need to get the
Absolutely.
kids. I don't have a chair report to give. Superintendent Millis, do you have any superintendent reports to share with us?
Well, just, we had a kickoff meeting with the OPM this afternoon. So we met with Jeff D'Amico from Vertex, and he kind of went over the timeline. We talked a little bit about what our needs would be what our vision is. And then we will meet again next Wednesday. So we're on the way. The first step, I guess, is to come up with a design engineer. So that's the next step as we're working through it.
And Bob, this is for the feasibility study of the middle high school.
Right, feasibility study, middle high. Yeah, thanks.
Great.
Excellent. to have Project manager on board to run the whole show now.
Yeah, he did say, since the Clyde Brown project, MSBA is requiring more paperwork.
Yes.
So process.
We experienced that as part of the RFS and the narrative. I'm like, wow, there's a lot new here since we built Clyde Brown.
Yeah. So I wouldn't expect the project to move as quickly as Clyde Brown, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the process is is a little more detailed.
And I actually think that works in our favor.
Right. We talked a little bit about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Sorry I couldn't make it today, but I'll be able to be there next week.
Great. And then the other news, we start school on September 28th for staff. They'll come in for 2 service days, 28th, 29th. The kids come in on the 30th and they go to school Wednesday the 30th, Thursday the 31st. And then everyone has Friday off of Labor Day weekend. So everyone gets a nice 4-day weekend. And then we hit the ground running on Tuesday, the 5th. And Tuesday, the 5th is also the first day for pre-K and K.
So I just want to clarify, you said they start September 28th, but you really meant August.
Oh, August, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Thank you. August 28th, August 29th, teachers are in. August 30th, August 31, kids are in for their first couple of days. Thank you for correcting me on that.
That's good. I just, in case anyone watched this. And
I mean, it was a great summer. We got out on June 14th, but I can't add any more days to the summer.
No, we should be back by September 1st. Okay, cool. Anything other announcements or anything else? No. All right. So to adjourn, do I do a roll call because we're not going into anything else, or just
No.
all in?
Just
Make a motion to
a voice
adjourn.
vote.
And just, motion to, so I will make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All right, moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Our next meeting will be September 5th at 7 in person. In
Yes.
the middle school.
Bob, just before you all leave.
Yeah.
Bob, do we want to do a walkthrough at that meeting?
I would check with Mark and the committee and see if they want to do that. We didn't do one last year, but
We have a couple of new members.
it might be good for the new members.
Good idea, Terry.
Beyond the library.
Yeah.
Be in the library, right?
So we could potentially meet at like 6:30, 6:45, do that, start the meeting at 7. Does that work for people?
That works for me.
Yep. Works for me.
Same.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Well, enjoy the last few days of summer vacation, everybody, and we'll see you once school starts.
Right. Thank you all and welcome, Sean.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dave.
Take care.